Alrighty guys, welcome back for another Dokkan Battle video, and as you guys can tell, your boys just woke up. My hair is a mess, but that is not why we are here. So they actually went ahead and dropped the new Part 2 LRs, which is going to be a Saiyan Saga Kaioken Goku, as well as a Saiyan Saga Great Ape Vegeta. Now, again, it is specifically saying that it's Vegeta Giant Ape and Goku Kaioken. I know a lot of people were saying that, now the, Saiyan Saga Goku and Vegeta Dual Dokkan Fest is ruined now that they released these guys. But, I'll cover that, towards the end of the video. Right now, we're going to go ahead and hop in and see the details for them, which, by the way, straight off the bat, Goku is going to be STR. So I think STR gets, 5,000 or 4,000 to, defense and attack and everything. Just to lowball it, again, I'm literally going to lowball everything here just to make it safe. That's going to put Goku at 14,000 in defense, 20,000 in attack, and 18,000 in HP. So already this guy is looking really good. Again, his defensive stat is 14,000. Alright, so let's see what Goku does. So he's All-Out Struggle or Final Trump card. Alright. Already, I don't like the fact that they gave him all-out. Well, I can understand all-out struggle, but I don't like that they gave him final trump card. I wish they gave him full power, because full power needs a better leader, and final trump card, I think they should have, they should give that to a future fusion unit, if I'm being completely honest. And it's 4 key 150%. Now, that's probably the biggest thing that I've seen a lot of people complain about, is the fact that they didn't give these guys a 170% leader skill at the very least, or they didn't add the new leader skill buff to them, where it's they give, I don't know, for example, Goku could give an extra 30% to, take for example, full power characters. So an extra 30% attack and defense to full power. Now, again, I can understand to some level why they didn't do this, just to keep the LRs, the anniversary LRs, very exclusive, they're the only ones so far that can do it. But at the same time, I think they should have at least done 4 key and 170% to stats. If, for me, it's if you're gonna move forward with this dual leader skill, where it's 170% and then 30% to a separate category, you absolutely have to then make every single other legendary summon unit a 170% leader skill, straight given, or at least make it a 160%. It's now, again, with the better leader skills, they have to really improve this. If not, to me, it's then what's the point? But again, All Out Struggle really needed it. Final Trump card, I guess, really needed it. We'll take a look at those teams in just a moment. So on his 12 key super attack, which is the Kaioken attack, he raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. On his 18 key, 4 times Kaioken Kamehameha, massively raises attack and defense. And then you also lose 4% HP as a result. But the massively raising defense is really good. Again, if his defense, again, bare minimum, is at 100k, if this guy doubles, when this guy supers, it's going to be 200k. Now, I don't think this guy's, bare minimum defense is going to be 100k, because, again, his defensive stat is really high. It's 14,000. So, again, already it's looking very, very good. Alright, so, of course, we know from his passive he's going to be having an introduction animation. This is going to be, I think, something new that's going to be moving forward with, every single LR, or maybe even Dokkan Fest, is an intro animation. And he gets 3 key and 70% attack for the rest of battle if there's an enemy whose name includes Vegeta, Kid, Junior, etc. excluded. Alright, so the extra key and attack is really going to be extremely situation based, because if you run this guy in the legendary Vegeta event, this guy's going to be good. He's going to be hitting good numbers, because again, he's going to be getting that extra 70% attack. But if you're not fighting another Vegeta unit, or if your enemy isn't a Vegeta, then I do think this guy can struggle, not only in terms of key, because again, he does get 3 key, but also in terms of attack. Because again, 70% attack is a huge buff when you're talking about LRs. So that could make a difference in terms of this guy's attack stats. So he gets 100% defense at the start of the turn with 14,000 to his defense. I think Goku should have like at around maybe like 140k, 150k defense start a turn. If not, maybe just slightly lower. And then he does get 7 ki for 7 turns from first appearance. Okay, so immediately I can tell you this Goku is a unit you want to run in short events. Again, the 7 ki for 7 turns is extremely powerful. But again, once you kind of run out of that, then things could be a little tricky, depending on this guy's link set. And then he gains 59% attack and defense on super. Okay, so this guy's defense is going to be really good. Because if we go back to, you know, what I said about if his defense, like bare minimum, just as, you know, as an example, is 100k, he gets 59%. Yeah, so 59% on super. So that means he's going to be at 159,000 to his defense. Plus he gets, you know, 100% or 100k defense on his super, because again, he massively raises it. So that puts him at 259,000 to his defense. If his base defense was like 100k. Like, just starting out. I don't think it's going to be like that, you know, where it's just like going to be 100k at the start, even at 55%. I think it might be slightly higher. But that already is looking very good for this Goku. This Goku's looking to be a very good unit, both offensively and defensively. And he does get another 59% attack on his 18 ki super attack. So that means he's going to hit very hard with that. That's going to be super important. And then he randomly changes a type of ki sphere other than ST. Oh, so he's an STR. So he's also an orb changer for STR. So that's going to be very impressive as well, because that means he's going to be self-sustaining to a certain degree. Again, sometimes we do get some rotations where you really don't get that many good orb changing, but at least he does orb change. And then he has a 50% chance to crit. Alright, so I'm actually really a fan of this Goku. This Goku's looking to be very good. And then his active skill as well can be used when HP is 59% or below. Now that is an amazing condition. The fact that there's no turn restriction, so that means if you can go into Super Battle Road, you lose a ton of health, you go into the second fight, boom, you can go ahead and activate it. Now that is good. That is really good. So it temporarily greatly raises attack, causes ultimate damage, and stuns the enemy for 1 turn. Alright, so it's a 1-turn stun. That's, again, very powerful. That's really good. And it's also just going to do a ton of damage to the enemy as well. So already, I'm actually a huge fan of this Goku. So far, just based off of his passive and everything he does, the only weakness I see in this unit is literally just his leader skill. That's it. Other than that, this guy looks to be very, very good. Again, the leader skill is the only detriment to the unit. That is it. But even then, All Out Struggle does need a new leader, so does Final Trump Card. So on that aspect, I'm not too, you know, like, iffy on it. Like I don't hate it, but at the same time, it's like they could have at least made it a 170% leader skill. So again, I'm really impressed. But the leader skill is the only thing that I see that's really dragging down this unit. Other than that, this guy's passive is great. So is his active skill. Again, it's amazing. So his links are Kamehameha, Saiyan Lineage. Again, extremely important link. So that already is going to make him good because, you know, that'll allow him to link up with Tech Ultimate Gohan, who is extremely good. Over in a Flash is also really, really good for him because, again, on Final Trump Card, a lot of fusions have Over in a Flash. So that's going to allow him to link up with them. Z Fighters, again, is not the greatest because, again, unless you're running, like, other, like, I guess, Saiyan Saga, you know, Gokus, you're probably not going to activate that too often. Shocking Speed is nice. Shattering the Limit, and of course Legendary Power. So this guy's link set is pretty good. Again, Shocking Speed, Saiyan Lineage, and Over in a Flash. Those are 3 key links right there. Over in a Flash again with all the fusions running around on the, you know, on the Final Trump Card team especially. That's going to be not too hard to activate. Shocking Speed, again, really great link for both key and defense. And then of course Saiyan Lineage is going to allow him to link up with things like Tech Ultimate Gohan. So again, this guy's looking to be very good. A very, very solid unit. So his categories are All Out Struggle, Final Trump Card, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Goku's Family, Turtle School, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Faded Battle, and Kamehameha. So yeah, this guy's on quite a few teams, and every single team he's on, he's going to be extremely good on. Because again, a lot of Pure Saiyans have shocking speed, you know. A lot of other units have things like Saiyan Lineage and Over in a Flash. So already this Goku looks to be very, very damn good. Alright, so yeah, I'm actually extremely impressed with Goku right now. He's looking to be super good. Alright. So again, that was Goku there. And again, his defense is going to be good. Like, don't let that fool you. Again, 59% on super, plus massively raising it. Again, that's good. Like, I'm not even counting in potential additionals he could do as well. Alright, next up is Vegeta. Now, I'm actually personally more of a fan of Vegeta, because there's a certain unit that, that Vegeta might bring back. And he is a grade 8 Vegeta, so that's actually pretty nice. Alright, so Vegeta's going to be Tech. I believe Tech units get, like, what? 5,000 to defense, if I'm not mistaken? I'm pretty sure Tech units get 5,000. But even if we just lowball it to 4,000 like I did with Goku, his defense is going to be 13,000, which, again, is usually that... Wow, that's actually usually higher than most LRs usually get. That's actually, again, that's a very solid number, 13,000 to his defense. Alright, so, yep. Inhuman Deeds, nice. Alright, so he's going to be Inhuman Deeds or Giant 8 Power 4Q 150%. So again, my same criticism goes to Vegeta. Again, they should have made it 170%, but again, it is what it is. So on his 12 key super attack, he raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage. 18 key causes mega colossal damage to all enemies. So he doesn't get any super attack effect other than his 12 key, which again is just raising attack, which is pointless. But his 18 key is an AoE, so that's going to be nice for Super Battle Road stages. Alright, so he of course also has an entry animation, and he gets 3 key and 60% attack for the rest of battle fits Goku, Youth, Ginyu Jr. excluded. Okay, so Vegeta's automatically is better. You know, things like the Legendary Goku event, GT Legendary Goku event. There's, again, a ton of more Gokus in the game than there are, like, of any other unit, so both of them, I think, are going to be inconsistent in getting that buff, because again, it's a very specific unit. You know, with Goku it has to be Vegeta, with Vegeta it has to be Goku, but I will say that Vegeta slightly edges out Goku in the fact that, again, his condition is that it has to be a Goku unit, and again, Goku units are typically more common than Vegeta units. So on that aspect, they're both inconsistent. Don't get me wrong, they're both inconsistent. It's that I do think now Vegeta's is going to be slightly more common to see than Goku's. So already on that aspect, I do like this Vegeta more. So he gets also 3 key and 100. Wow, you didn't get a 3 key at the start? No, okay. So Vegeta gets 3 key and 100% at the start. He gains an additional 60% attack and defense on Super. Okay, that's very, very good. Another 60% defense when performing an Ultra Super attack. Okay, so again, going back to my example of him being at only 100k, like baseline at the start. 60% on super attack, and then another 60% on an ultra super attack. That puts him already at 220k defense. That's pretty good. And then he has guard activated against all attacks. He also has guard. Vegeta's better. Yep. There's really no way to work around it. Vegeta's better in every single aspect. Because even if Vegeta's defense is only, like, say, 200k, with guard, that's ridiculously good. For example, Janemba. It's not really a fair comparison because Janemba can get much higher, but Janemba with guard with, like, 200k defense just does not take damage. Say, also take, for example, Z-Sword Gohan. Like, if you get him to, like, 200k defense, you transform with him, and he's at, like, 200k with guard, he doesn't take damage. So, in that aspect, Vegeta is much better than Goku. And again, Vegeta, I assume... I think, again, I'm lowballing his defense. I think he gets 5,000. So, yeah. Vegeta's looking to be much better. And then he gets another 3 ki and 30% attack for the turn once a guard is activated. You're just going to get this every single turn. Because if he gets hit, the guard is activated. He gets that 3 ki and 30% attack then. Okay. Yeah, Vegeta's looking to be much better. Okay, so his Giant Ape is when HP is 40% or below. Now, that is, again, a little bit bad. It's not as bad as 30%, but the 40%, again, I'm not a huge fan of. Again, but at the same time, since there's no turn restriction, this could be very good in Super Battle Road. Like, it's the exact same thing with, like, LR Baby. LR Baby with this Giant Ape, once you fall under that HP threshold, you can just start the next fight in his Giant Ape. So that's really good for Vegeta. Alright, so let's just quickly see what he does. So on his 12 ki, cause destructive damage, temporarily greatly raises attack on his 18 ki. And then his passive, he gets 5 ki. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. But he doesn't get any other ki from orbs. So that's the only downside to it, but at least he does get 5 ki. Links is Saiyan Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, over 9,000, Giant Transformation, that's garbage. Saiyan Roar, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. Now, I will say this, Vegeta's probably going to struggle for ki. Vegeta's main thing, I think, is just going to be his ki. That's the only thing I see with this Vegeta. Because Shattering the Limit and I think Saiyan Warrior Race are going to be, like, the only two that are going to give him ki. Yeah, because Shattering the Limit is 2 ki. Yeah, Saiyan Warrior Race doesn't give anything. So, yeah. Vegeta's main thing, I think, is going to be the ki. But, again, with this, plus that, 6 ki, and then plus the 8 ki that you get from, like, or the 6 ki that you get for a leader skill, he'll be starting out at, like, 12 ki. If you can get, you know, this active, and of course, he already has that. So it's not the worst ever. But, again, Vegeta seems like he could be a unit that potentially struggles for ki. Just right off the bat. Alright, so Vegeta's on a Human Deeds, Giant Ape Power, Pure Saiyans, Dragon Ball Seekers, Vegeta's Family, Terrifying Conqueror, Space Traveling Warriors, Gifted Warriors, Planetary Destruction, Accelerated Battle, Fated Battle, Giant Transformation, and Final Trump card. Here's another strength of Vegeta. He's on a ton of more teams that need help. For example, Planetary Destruction, Gifted Warriors, Terrifying Conqueror, Space Traveling Warriors, Dragon Ball Seekers, Inhuman Deeds. All of those teams that I just mentioned need help, and Vegeta's going to fulfill that role. Alright, now, I am going to cover this. People are saying that now that we have these two units, the future of a dual Dokkan Fest for these two units is now over. I personally disagree, because it's specifically worded that it's a Goku Kaioken. So the LR is going to fall, like, right here because he's STR. But we can always get a Goku that transforms into Kaioken. So there's that. Now, a lot of people are also saying animation-wise. Animation-wise, these guys have got to be one of the best. Flat out. One of the best animations in the game that I've seen. Very good. Which, by the way, they're all up on my channel on the YouTube Shorts. So, make sure to check them out. But Dokkan has done multiple animations of the same thing. Take, for example, the God Boys with their active skill with Gogeta, where he does the Soul Punisher. Super Saiyan Gogeta that transforms into Super Saiyan Blue has that same animation. Yet Dokkan was like, we don't care. They just did it again. It's the same thing with this. They can literally just redo it and take inspiration from other games. Again, take, for example, Gogeta from the Anniversary. Gogeta in the anime really only does a couple of attacks. Most notably is the Big Bang Kamehameha. Well, they took inspiration from other games like Fighters and integrated that into the unit. Same thing with the Kaioken. They can take a Kaioken from, say, for example, Fighters. They can take how they did it, implement it into the game for the Dual Dokkan Fest. Pretty much it's like, I mean, they're good. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. They're fine, you know. Again, same thing with Vegeta. It specifically said that it's a Vegeta Giant Ape, so he's going to land right here. My same point. Base Vegeta transforms into the Giant Ape. Or maybe like an exchange, Vegeta / Giant Ape, where he then exchanges into his ape form. And again, same thing. They can just redo the animation for both his transformation. Base Vegeta, again, has multiple different attacks that he does, so again, they can just, choose a different one. And then for his Giant Ape thing, they can just get creative. Like, they've completely made new animations. The God Boys are the greatest example of this. They combined their own moves and combined it with, Vegeta, for example, worked in conjunction with Goku. And it didn't actually happen, but they still made it work with the animations. So they can just take that same approach with this. So again, no, they can still release a dual Dokkan Fest, and I'm pretty sure they will, because it's a Goku and a Vegeta. They sell. Simple as that. Alright, now I kind of spoiled it, but yeah. This unit right here. I can potentially see this unit EZAing during the celebration, and I wouldn't mind them getting their EZA, because honestly, I do think this unit is quite underrated in the community. No one really talks about him, and I understand why people don't talk about him. Their leader skill isn't great, like, don't get me wrong, this category is, again, I would actually argue this category is good. The only thing it's missing is a proper leader, which this Vegeta is gonna fulfill. Oh, this Vegeta is gonna fulfill with a 4 key and 150% leader. Because again, these guys are actually pretty solid. Again, I've used them even at the 55% level, and these guys are good. Like, they're not bad. You have Frieza, who is, again, still a really top tier unit. You have this Vegeta and Goku exchange unit, who, again, is stupidly powerful. You have Broly, who's still one of the best units in the game. You have this Dokkan Butoden free-to-play Vegeta after ZZA is still very, very solid. Again, you have Golden Frieza, who's a really good tank. You have Texan Shenron, who is an amazing unit, who can now orb change. You have the EZA for Omega Shenron. You have this EZA for this Vegeta, who's, again, very good after ZZA. Let's go. Bojack is still extremely good. Dude, believe it or not, the free-to-play Vegeta / Krillin unit that exchanges into this Vegeta is really good. This Vegeta is surprisingly good. Unless this... No, never mind. That's for the LR. My bad. But... Wait, is he on here? No. This in Goku Black is eventually going to get his EZA. Int Dokkan Fest Broly is good. Third form Frieza is good. I would actually say that this guy's relatively solid. So, again, this team isn't bad. It's just that, again, it just needs a proper leader. Which, once this guy eventually EZAs and does his 4 key 160% or 170% hopefully, is gonna fulfill. Again, he greatly raises his attack and defense on his 18 key, raises it for his 12 key. The 12 key is in AoE as well. Again, all they really have to do here is just bump up his numbers, and that's basically it. Like this, just make it plus an additional 78% attack and defense at the start of turn per existing enemy, and that makes him a Super Battle Road God. This exchange condition is not horrible. What I would like them to do is remove the 4th turn and just make this like, they can exchange whenever they want. That would practically fix this unit. But again, their exchange condition isn't horrible either. Like, I don't know why people try to pretend like this unit is bad. And then the turn 3 active skill where he gets guaranteed dodge for 1 turn. Now, a lot of people criticize it because it kills their attack. Well, with their EZA, they could lower it to like 30% attack. Like, lowers their defense by 30, or their attack by 30% instead of 50%. Like this unit isn't bad. Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, they're not horrible. And Vegeta is really good after. Like, if you can exchange into Vegeta, this guy is amazing. He recovers HP. He gets 3 key and 100% at the start, which, again, they could easily bump up. Same thing here, 3 key and 18% attack and defense when facing one enemy. They could bump this up to 50%. He gets another 3 key and 18% attack and defense when attacking superclass enemies, which is You fight more super class than extreme class, so that already is in his favor. Again, they could bump this up as well. Like, they don't even have to make it, like, drastic. They can make it 25 and 25. Like, again, nothing too drastic. And then effective against all types when key is 24. Again, not a hard condition to full. Like, most of these conditions are not bad. Even if you don't get this one where it's only one enemy, you still can get this one where it's super class. Which, again, most of the game is super class. And again, like, I pretty much have to just say this over and over again, but they're not bad. Like, this unit is not bad. I don't know why people try to pretend like they're bad. I get that they're gimmicky and they're not the best leader. Trust me, I know it because I have them. But they're not bad. I literally beat an Extreme Super Battle Road stage with these guys. And they were one of the main reasons. Because of their AoE and their active skill, where they have guaranteed dodge. And it saved my butt multiple times. I just put these guys in, active skill that boy on turn 3. Because again, I don't have every single unit rainbow, so I can't just immediately destroy things in like 2 turns. And I just put them in front of all the attacks, and then they literally just tank it all, and they don't get hit. So, again, my hope is that when these units drop, this guy gets an easy A. Again, there's still a ton of room that they can do for a dual Dokkan Fest. Just make them base Goku and Vegeta that just transform, or they don't even have to transform. They could just be a Goku and Vegeta that just do Gallic Gun, and they could be Dokkan Fest TORs. Doesn't have to be LRs. That's another thing that people don't realize. They don't have to be LRs. So, again, I don't know why people are losing their mind over this. Again, I saw a lot of people, like, kind of discrediting this, like, no, we, like, it's not what we wanted. It's gonna be bad. Like, no, guys, chill out. It's gonna be fine. Y'all aren't gonna die. You're gonna be good. So, yeah, that is gonna do it for today's video, guys. And I will see. Oh, by the way, if you enjoy the content, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And like I said before, I have all of their animations uploaded as YouTube Shorts. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, it's going to be in my channel on the YouTube Shorts section. I'm not sure how that works, but I think I'll start making a playlist so you guys can go ahead and just click on it. I should probably do that. I'm probably going to do that now. So yeah, that is going to do it for today's video, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.
The name of this one is Rosé. Oh, this is the power of legendary Super Saiyan Goku. Now I understand.